our parents ask us to say sorry when we do something wrong, but they can't do the same thing for us.
You know what? I just came from a funeral. Namatay yung papa niya. Let's make this a Pinoy Extreme special. Let's talk about our parents. Let's do this.
This is Pinoy Extreme.
Applicable lang siya pag anak ka, kasi anak ka lang. Ba't kaya ganun, no? Sobrang ninormalize na ng mga, specifically Filipino parents, yung they'll say something that they know upsets their child, or magkakaroon ng argument whatsoever na obviously yung parent yung mali.
Unang-una, hinay-hinay muna tayo. Unang-una yung claim mo that they've said something to upset us. Hindi automatic na mali yung magulang doon, because truth can also upset us. 'Di ba? Minsan sa sobrang sakit ng katotohanan, ayaw natin tanggapin. We become defensive, argue, hanggang sa nagpapalusot or nagdadahilan na lang tayo. Just so that we could maintain our ego or our identity of, being magaling, perfect, so on and so forth. That's how, or most of kids are, lalo na pag argumentative sila sa mga magulang nila. Bakit ko alam? I don't know, baka ganun ako nung bata ko.
Tapos, they don't ever say sorry. Lalo nung bata ko, ginagawa lang ng nanay ko, di siya nagsasorry. Ang gagawin niya lang, kakatok na siya sa kwarto ko or tatawagin niya ako para kumain na kami. Tapos parang, okay, parang nangyari, ganon. Parang that's their sorry.
And that's more than enough for me. Ngayong na-experience ko yung bigat, yung totoong bigat ng buhay, kasi nga they are slowly removing yung parang support na binibigay nila nung mga panahong bata kayo, para of course to prepare you sa future na kung saan wala na sila. May different ways kasi talaga tayo on, how to say sorry, how to say I love you, how to communicate. And isa na yun sa parang famous, di ba? Love language, etc., etc. So, we communicate in different ways. And if you are going to force it out of a person who doesn't speak that kind of language, baka magkaroon ng ibang meaning or translation doon sa gusto mong mangyari or pinapagawa mo. And besides, may part kasi na lumalaki yung ulo ng isang bata, nalalasing sila doon sa isang tama nila compared doon sa nagawa nilang mali. Nakakalimutan nila na bata pa sila at yung experience nila is very little to none, lalo na sa usaping tama or mali or sometimes morality itself. Now, I am not saying that there is a one best way of parenting. I highly doubt. But there are different gains, pros and cons doon sa different kinds or styles of parenting.
Which I find highly ironic that they teach us to say sorry at an early age when we do something wrong. but they themselves can't practice what they preach. Na parang applicable lang yung pagsusorry pag anak ka.
This is a misunderstanding brought by ego. Ang tatanggapin lang nating sorry yung eksaktong mga salitang, anak, sorry, nagkamali ako. Pero never yung ginagawa nilang pag-aasikaso ng bahay natin, never yung paghahanda ng masarap na ulam, never yung ibang bagay na ginagawa ng hindi dahil may kapalit, pero dahil, nanay sila or tatay sila. Kaya marami ang misunderstanding ngayon sa relationship. Kapamilya man yan, mag-asawa man yan, trabaho, kaibigan, so on and so forth. It is because we are so forceful na ito lang dapat yung tatanggapin ko, no more, no less. We forgot na hindi lang tayo yung tao, hindi lang tayo yung may standards, hindi lang tayo yung dapat mag-adjust para maging harmonious tayo sa sarili, sa bahay, sa trabaho, sa mga kaibigan. Now, bakit nila tayo pinipilit mag-sorry kung ganun? Well, it's because they are trying to train us to spot yung mga pagkakamali natin sa buhay early on. Isa yon sa pinaka-importante na lesson na sinusubukan nilang ituro sa atin early, simula pa lang ng mga bata tayo. You know why? Because spotting your own mistakes means you can learn from them. You can use those mistakes para ibahin yung direksyon ng buhay mo, and para mas maaga mong mapansin na may mali ka ng ginagawa para hindi na lumala yung problema na kakaharapin mo. Now, let's talk about Dunning-Kruger. Yung Dunning-Kruger kasi, lalo na sa mga kabataan, is napakataas. They have a few knowledge on some things, kala nila alam na nila yung mundo. Now yes, tumatama sila paminsan-minsan, but every time that those wins are amplified, pumupunta sa utak nila yon. Nilalamon sila nung mga panalo nila, and they start to do blunders. Mga wrong moves, wrong decisions sa buhay. Ngayon, papasok yung tao, magulang, pamilya, tapos mag-a-advise sila. Ngayon, yung bata, sabihin nila, baka naman mali na naman to. Like, dati nag-away pa kami, tapos ang ending mali naman pala sila. So, nag-sorry sila, o di ba? Baka ito yung moments na yon. And that's where the downfall begins. Imbis na kausapin mo sila to ask why they think it's wrong, most likely you are now going to dismiss whatever they are saying. Kasi nga, feeling mo, eto na naman yung home run. Panalo ka na naman. Diba? Argumentative lang talaga yung magulang mo. So, nagiging ganon yung pangyayari. Pag na-i-stroke yung ego ng bata early on.
Ba't ganon? Di ko gets. Parang, bakit ba ni-normalize natin yung mga ganong klaseng ugali ng parents or ng ibang tao? Specifically matatanda, ganyan, or mga nakatatanda. I think this is rooted over the issue or the topic na pag matanda, you have to respect them no matter what. Which is wrong, obviously. And when you even like, parang digest or process the whole kasabihan na pag ang matatanda dapat ginagalang. Ginagalang lang. Pero pag mali sila, respect begets respect.
Well, I get it naman talaga that may mga certain scenarios na hindi ka galang-galang or hindi ka respeto yung magulang. But generally speaking, 'di ba? Yung idea ng isang magulang is the caring magulang. Ngayon, hindi lang maintindihan nung mga bata or nung mga Gen Z ngayon kung ano yung tinuturo sa kanila ng magulang nila because it seems like a paradox, 'di ba? Isang positive, isang negative, parehong tama. So, how do we deal with that kind of knowledge? Well, siguro pagdating ng panahon na kung saan abot nyo na yung mga bagay na ginagawa ng magulang nyo, yung responsibilidad nila, so on and so forth, doon nyo marirealize yung karamihan ng mga bagay na tinuturo nila sa inyo. Hindi mo ma-realize yung mga bagay na tinuturo nila sa inyo early on because yun na nga, kulang tayo hindi sa knowledge but wisdom, I could say. Wisdom to handle those kinds of ideas. Kaya ang ending nagiging skeptic and rebellious tayo sa isang parent figure kasi nga may mga bagay na nangyayari or ginagawa sila that is paradoxical. Doesn't make sense. But trust me, one day pag tumungtong ka sa isang punto ng buhay mo, you will realize that eto pala yung tinuturo ng magulang ko. Maybe they just do not have the words, the energy to explain it further or in ways that we can understand. But nonetheless, they still tried their best with what they can, with what they have. At sa kung anong setting yung dinatnan nila ng panahon na yun. And naitawid nila tayo. If ever magkamali man sila, yung isa sa pinakamasarap na bagay na lang yung like ulam or bonding na lang, 'di ba? With build kayo ng kotse, sasakyan with your father. That's your bonding moment and at the same time reconciliation. Walang words na I am sorry, but those moments are going to be filled with emotions that will carve your lifetime. This is Pinoy Extreme. Have a good day.